Hello again. Nice to see you. Really? Even though I can't see you, you can see me. It's a very one-sided relationship, isn't it? One of those things. I have had an interesting idea under the shower the other day, a couple of days ago, and I thought, wow, why didn't I think of this before? And I mean, I have thought about this, but it's not really anything that has come together until that very moment under the shower. It's like that, isn't it? Bathroom, showers, those are the places where we have ideas. I think it's because we're not distracted by anything other than the fact that we have to be there and just hang in there for a few moments. And it just gives the mind the opportunity to finally go and wander and think, rather than having to deal with situations and stuff that we just have to react to. So we can just be rather than react. I think that's very important, that we put ourselves in these situations more often. You know, switch off the mobile, don't look at the laptop, and just go stare at the sky, or go into the woods and just, you know, sit there with no electronics to distract you. I think that's good for us. We need to do this more often, and then we'll discover all kinds of things that just come from within, I think. And the more I do this, the more I feel good about that, the more ideas I get. So it's nice. And so that shower moment, that was one of those, and it had to do with my games, the game streams versus the 3D things that I do. And while I do enjoy both, and I think they do fit on the same channel, I have decided to create another channel, a new channel, which will technically be my fourth channel, even though the third channel I'm not doing much with, but it'll be the fourth channel. And it's a bit like many of those websites that you create just so that you have a focused thing of things, like a collection of things. Like, one channel doesn't have to be big, like one website doesn't have to contain vast amounts of things, like vast amounts of topics. It could just be one topic and it could be 5 posts rather than 20 topics and 50,000 posts. So I've made a game channel, and aptly I called it J Plays. And one of those things that I wasn't sure about, the workflow thing, I think that's where that idea just came together. So I don't want to change anything I do on my main channel. I still like to do the live streams, multi-stream it to Mixer and Twitch and YouTube on my main channel, and do that for the live audience, and do exactly what I said I was going to do, make the streams on YouTube public for maybe a week or two, and then just make them unlisted there, and then just feature them as part of a playlist that is available and that's kind of listed at the top of my channel homepage on my main channel. And I'm doing that because it makes money. It makes not a lot of money, but it does have the potential to make money. So I can accept super chat donations that way, and the viewers who do view it, it makes me about $1 or $2 combined when when I did a game stream with about 50 to 100 views or so. That's what that makes, like about $100. Like that's about $1 or $2, depending on whatever happens. And then if it gets more views, then it makes more money. So this is roughly how it works. But by making them unlisted, the videos no longer become available to people who want to discover them. So that's the problem. If I make something unlisted, then it is still visible in the playlist on my channel. But if somebody were to discover a video, that's not where they show up. It's not going to show up in, like, things that you browse on YouTube, or when people search for things, it's not going to come up there. And it's a shame, because it is something that, on the off chance one of my streams does attract an audience and a following, it is a shame that they are not publicly available anymore. So I thought, maybe then I need to have that second channel on which they can be public, so that they do not dilute the 3D videos that I have on my channel. I don't really want to put people off there. I totally appreciate that not everyone's into video games, and it's perfectly fine. So I thought, yeah, second channel, that's exactly the thing that we need for that. But then, how do I get the footage there? It would mean I'd have to have a localized recording I'd have to download that. That's a lengthy process. I'd have to re-upload that to another channel, and it's just a lot of work, and it's just I don't think that's worth the effort. So that was my previous thinking. But what turned it around was that moment in the shower there, where I thought, Twitch have this option to export a video directly to YouTube, so I don't have to do any downloading and uploading. It is literally, essentially, a single click there, and that's very cool. It's literally a single click from the Twitch interface, and that does it all. And it arrives there complete with the description and the title and literally everything. It doesn't take the thumbnail across, but that's not a problem. I do have the thumbnails available, and even if I haven't, they're still in the old YouTube videos, in the unlisted versions on my channel. So all I really need to do then, because I have all that in place on Twitch, I've clipped everything up, so all I need to do is go to Twitch and click a button for as many streams as there are, and that will populate that other channel. And I thought, now that's very cool. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I knew this function existed, I just didn't put these two things together. So very cool. That will be the gaming channel, a standalone gaming channel. And I don't think I want to use that for live streaming just yet, because it's not something that it just wouldn't be lucrative for me. It's financially just better for me, and viewing figure wise, to keep that on the main channel, because that's where the crowd is. And if I wanted to change that at one point, I think I can at that point, but for now I'm going to keep everything as it is. So that's my plan, and it would just tick both boxes. It would mean I can still hang with the YouTube crowd, and I can still have the advantage of accepting super chat donations and super stickers or whatever they're called, and I can cash in on the views that I'm getting currently, and everything stays the same. I'm not much into change. I really don't like change for the sake of changing it, or for the sake of some future vision that is 5 years in the future. I'm not really a big fan of that. I like for things to stay the same, and I think what we've established so far for like coming together on a regular basis, that works really well, and I don't want to interrupt and upset that system. So I think I'm going to leave all that in place, continue with this giant experiment, and just have a standalone archive channel, if you will, of the streams of the past. So enjoy the classic moments from literally the last 6 or 8 months. And I'll do that so that they don't appear there immediately. Maybe I'll schedule them, that there's one every day that pops up, if I can be asked. Maybe I'll just make them all public from the get-go. Maybe that's all I'll do. But yeah, that's the idea I had, and I thought I'd share it with you.